Hi, it's me, Daryl again. I'm in my basement, what I call my bike room. I call it my bike room because there's all these bikes back here, hanging on a rack. And there's other bikes over here, like the one on the rack right here. So we're gonna work on some bikes today, but right now I gotta get this stuff off the rack so I can get my bike up on the rack, and I gotta check some things out, make sure it's all ready to ride. All right, so this is a Nishiki Cascade it's a Richard Cunningham design. I put this on here and I was building it for Donna. I'm not sure that she's gonna be able to ride it. So right now I'm gonna take this down. I'm gonna get my Giant up here. This releases like this, and then we just find a place on the floor to sit it out of the way until we're ready to play with it. All right, my bike is over here. Follow me right here. It's a Warp by Giant. It's a black and yellow bike. Follow me back over. And we're gonna see if we can get this on the rack. Now this one, to get on the rack, is kind of a pain in the butt because there's no round tubes to clamp onto. So what I have to do is take my seat bag off, which isn't too big of a deal. It's got a click release. Comes off just like that. And we have to set that out of the way. We have to turn this thing sideways. I'm going to bring the bike here and then clamp it down. And we got to make sure it's low enough to clamp a seat post tube. And one more. I think that'll work. All right, let's pick this thing up. Okay. Let's see if we can get this lifted up a little bit and clamped. Nope, gotta release. There we go. So we're in the rack. We're on the rack. First thing to address is it's got low tires. They're kind of low. They've been sitting here for a while. Haven't ridden this thing in a while, about a year or two. First thing I want to do is level this thing up a little bit. Okay. So I want to go through my gears and make sure everything's shifting right. Went into first, second, third, fourth. Okay. See if this one will shift. Smooth. Okay, let's shift this one back down. For high gear, down one. Making a little bit of noise there. A little bit over the alignment. Let's get that screwdriver back and see if we can adjust this a little bit. Let's turn this thing so it's down in the air a little more. On this derailleur here, we have two screws. One is for high range, one is for low range. This thing's making noise as I pedal. There, that stopped it. I'm going to shift again. Okay, we're not going in low gear. It's lined up there. Let's go down to low gear. This is way off. Might be just a little sticky, need grease or something. All right, let's try. Got it to where it's not doing that. Let's give it a little bit more, half turn there. Okay. Down is great. Okay, there we go. Come on, down, 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 down. All right, I'm gonna shift this one back to low. Let's middle gear, let's go up again. I was having a lot of problems shifting last year. Okay, that's good. Let's shift this one down into low gear. All right, now let's climb gears again. All right, go back up to high gear here. See if we've affected anything there. All right, go back down to low here. All right, I think that takes care of our gear ratios and shifting. So I got that working. Now I gotta make sure my brakes are working. So, oh yeah, nice and tight. Okay, good. Let's tilt this back. Let's try the front brakes. These are harder to trust. Seems to be okay. So we got shifting good. I got to pump the tires up, and we're ready to ride. Lower my seat back down, of course. So let's get the compressor. All right, I got my compressor. It's pumped up. I got to find out what the pressure on these tires is. It's been a while since I had to fill them, so got a flashlight here so I can read 40 to 65 psi. I think I like to ride them a little bit on the heavier side, so we're going to go up to 60, I think. So this thing isn't very long. I don't have a hose for this thing, so I'm going to get the stem out. My gauge is not working on here. There we go. That's 30. PSI. Enough. Got enough air for this. All right, let's get the other one done. When I was a kid, I never put valve caps on my bikes. This made it that much slower to pump up the tire. But I was riding one day and found out my valve stem was leaking. Ever since then, I at least had one valve stem, because you can always take it off one and put it on the one that's leaking. The odds of them both leaking, pretty slim. All right, we got tires pumped up, gears are working, handlebars are straight. It is kind of due for a tune-up. I kind of need to get the tires, wheels off, check them first, make sure they're not crooked, true. And then I probably should take the axles out and grease them again. It hasn't been done in a while. Last time I think I did it, I rode through water. And when you ride through water, it kind of washes the grease out. Except for I use a marine style grease for bicycles so that it doesn't have a problem like that. It's very expensive grease. I don't use it on the ones I build for other people because I can't justify the cost trying to sell other bikes. All these bikes I have here, I fix them up and then sell them on Craigslist or Marketplace or someplace. Usually I left that part to my wife to do. But I haven't been doing that lately because I've been doing the woodworking thing. I usually leave the selling of the bikes up to my wife. She does the Craigslist thing. That's her thing. I just fix the bikes, put a price on them, and then sell them. This one I'm not going to sell. This one I bought for me, brand new, back in 1998. So it's been a good bike. It's got adjustable, it's got rear suspension, it's got front suspension, it's got a cheaper suspension. It's like RockShox, but it's not RockShox, it's the Indies, which means that only one side of this has an elastomer in it. When you take it off, you pull the elastomer out, you have to have a special kind of grease to fix those. I do not have that kind of grease. If you don't use the right kind of grease, it will cause problems. The bike's ready to go. It does need cleaning. I usually clean them up when I tune them up, so I take everything off the frame. On this thing here, unfortunately, I would not be taking this joint apart because I don't have the tools to do that. Like I said, it's shifting fine. I got clipped pedals on here. Okay, I don't ride with the clipped pedals anymore because you get too many cars pulling out in front of you, and when you get a car pulling in front of you, you only need a split second to get your foot out of that pedal. If I was riding out in, like, I don't know, on a dirt trail somewhere, I might do it. I wouldn't do it on a downhill run, because on a downhill run, you're definitely going to have problems, because you have to put your foot out to go around the corner for some strange reason, which you're not supposed to do. You might get caught up in the pedal. So I probably will change these out. I just bought a set of pedals. Did I bring them down here? Yeah. So I just bought a set of pedals. They're very smooth. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take these apart, and I will get back to you when we will put them on there. All right, I got the pedal clips off, or the toe clips they call them. So, for those that you don't know, when you used to clip into pedals, instead of having clipped pedals like these, you had this toe clip thing, and it basically went through the pedal, bolted on here, like that, and then this strap went through here, through the pedal underneath here, and out the other side, and it would hook into here. And you slide your foot in here, and then you would pull this strap tight to keep your foot in the pedal. It was a lot easier to get your foot out of because you just use a regular tennis shoe and you just lift up and pull out. It wasn't too bad. Still took a little bit of trial and error to learn how to do that and get it accurately. So I don't like them. I can't do that anymore. I cannot bend down and grab my foot and tighten them up. So this is, there's on here, it should say right side and left side. This is the left. That is that side. So I need the other pedal. I need my pedal wrench. My pedal wrench should be right here. Now the fun part about this is you have to find a way to stop the cranks from spinning. And I used to have a piece of wood here that I used for that. Look at that. We got a piece of wood here. All right, see if we can get it to hold with this. Will I get this thing off? Wasn't on there too tight. Good. So, easiest way to do this is just to crank the pedals. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I should put the camera down here. I'll do it on the other side. And just like that, we have the clipless pedal off. Clipless pedals off. I will lower you down here so you can see, and I will stop Osmo from moving. There's a little grease all over this thing, so. Okay. Use a lot of grease rags around here. Yeah, looks good. All right, so put a little grease on this. Not a lot, just a little bit, so it makes it easy to not stick, because this is steel, that's aluminum. They like to do a funny little thing called seize up. So, and we got our pedal wrench again. This time we're going to go the other direction, like we're pedaling backwards. And we get our stick, because I like my stick. We put the stick in there, and then we hook our pedal wrench on over here, and while holding it, we go, let's give it a little bit of a tightness. Not too much, just enough to keep it from coming off. Nothing worse than having your pedal come off when you're going down the road. All right. So I got one off, I got one on. I'm going to take this off the rack, turn it around, and put the other one on. This thing is just not a very balanced bike. All right, we got the other pedal here. I don't know if that's in view. Yeah, so this one turns the opposite way to come off. So this one, we grab our stick, and we're going to put this on here. And we're going to put that in there. And we're going to go like that. Boy, that came off real easy. I must not have put those on very tight last time. Either that or the grease is doing its work. And she's off. Apply some grease. Set that back down. And this time we're going to turn it counterclockwise to put it on, because this pedal is backwards. And grab our wrench. Go the opposite way this time. Grab our stick. Gotta go up here. And we're done. Now we're ready to ride. Always put your tools back as soon as you're done with them. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do to this bike. It's got pedals that don't flip upside down, and if they do, it's not too big a deal. They're pretty much balanced the right way I want them to be. I don't know where the pedals that went on this bike are. I took them off when I put those clipless ones on. Probably have them around here somewhere in a drawer. I don't know. I can't remember if there was a problem with them. That's why I switched them out, or if I just wanted to go with clipped pedals. But I'm going back to non-clipped pedals for now. If I ever get someplace where I'm not around a ton of traffic, I might go back to clipped pedals, which isn't that big. You saw how easy it was to switch. All right, that's it for now. I will probably take this for a test drive tomorrow and see how it's doing, and I will let you know. So I don't do a lot of bicycle stuff. I'm going to be doing some here pretty soon. I'm going to fix that other bike up for my wife, see if she can ride it. If she can't ride it, that's fine. If she can't, we'll sell it. It's a pretty nice bike. It's a, like I said, it's a Nishiki. I have several Nishiki bikes. I got one over here. Let me take this thing off the stand. So I have several bikes here. I got a couple of road bikes frames there, 3 of them actually. I can't get the seat post out of that one, so it's pretty much trash. I got a couple of things to take off it, and then it's pretty much garbage. We have this one, which is a Nishiki. It's almost ready to sell. I just got to pump the tires up. I've never pumped the tires up yet. And got a couple of things to do, and I got to wrap the handlebars with some handlebar tape. This is my daughter's bike. She doesn't ride anymore because, you know, she's too cool for that. I don't know. I really don't know. This one I got off Craigslist. It's going to get fixed up, and it's got this really cool, like, dual motorcycle store style of fork, and I really like that. I haven't ridden one like that, so I'm going to probably ride it a couple times, see if I like it. If I like it, I might keep it. If not, it'll go on the sale block too. This I got on Craigslist. It was just a Voodoo Shinzen, whatever that is. Anyway, nice bike. The rear hub's slipping, so I got to get a hub for it. I don't remember if it's Shimano or if it's somebody else, but I got to get that. This other one here, the Mongoose, is my next bike I'm building for me. It's a 29er. It uses, as you see, the wheels are bigger. The wheels are bigger on this one than that one. It's got 29-inch wheels. These are 26-inch wheels. And then we have this bike here, which is Donna's bike that she can't ride because it's too tall, or I can't remember what she said is the problem. We ain't going to sell it. I ride that one sometimes too when I don't feel like riding other things. And then there's my bike I built in 1981 for $1,400. It is a Andre Bertin race bike. Originally it had 13 millimeter tires on these rims, and I had to go to wider tires because I could no longer get the 13 millimeter tires. This thing is amazing to ride. I was on a bike team for a while, and while I was on the bike team, you got a discount on bike parts, so I bought all the parts I needed for that thing, and then I put it together, me and a friend of mine. So if you like this video and you want to see more bike videos, please like and subscribe, of course, and I will put up a couple more other videos here for you to watch. Probably the bike video that I was working on, with that one that's sitting in there on the frame when I started, and probably one of my other woodworking ones. So that's all for now. Please like and subscribe. Always please like and subscribe. And we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.